Hello everybody, how's it going tonight? I am making sure I have all of my live streaming up. Just give me a quick second here. Last night I called myself streaming to all of my social media platforms, and when I ended I realized that the main one that I meant to go live in, which was my group, was the very one that I didn't record in. So I just wanted to take a second and make sure all of them were live, and I think we're a go. So good evening. I hope you've had a wonderful day and that you're settling in for tonight. I am jumping on, and I'm going to be very quick tonight. I want to talk to you about getting out of that dead-end, unfulfilling job. And this topic came to me. Actually, I've had quite a few people just mentioning that they didn't have any passion for the jobs that they do in their line of work, or that they, have lost it. And so if you are someone who has gotten to that point, hello Sonia, how are you? Nice to see you. If you're someone who's gotten to that point, then I just wanted to pop on, and this is specifically for you, and give you a few things that you can do to get yourself out of that unfulfilling position. And those of you in the group know I posted a question the other day asking about which one was more important, pay or fulfillment in your careers. And I know for different people the answer is different, and then some people have to have both. But I did that just to kind of get a feel of, what people think and how people think about it. I have my own impression about it, but that doesn't really matter because everybody's individual, and we have, we all want something different. So I'm not going to delay. I'm going to jump right in. I am Vashana Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and surge to their next level of success. I'm also the host of the Know Your Worth Career podcast, which is centered around helping women to navigate the murky waters, I like to call it, that we often find ourselves in our careers. And we bring on expert guests to talk about the different situations and how you can create better circumstances and outcomes for yourself based upon the situation. But the whole concept of the podcast is about knowing your worth, because I'm all about that. So without further ado, because I have an appointment at 9, I'm going to jump right in. Please remember to like and share this broadcast if you find this information useful. Matter of fact, you can tag a friend right now, or a coworker, or a family member, or someone that you know who needs to figure out how to get out of their unfulfilling job. So first and foremost, and last night, if you saw the broadcast that I put up, I was talking about taking some time to do some soul searching and really figuring out what's important to you, why it's important to you, and what difference it'll make for you in your life if you have that particular thing. Going back to getting in touch with the thing that keeps coming up for you over and over again, a thing that you can lose yourself for hours and hours on end doing and never get tired of it, never get bored with it, never need a vacation from it, because it's the thing that fuels you. I talked about that last night, and so that's my very first tip for tonight. Starting off, go back and do, like I said, do the work. And the first step is to check in with yourself and to see, why is it unfulfilling? If it's really unfulfilling, because sometimes it could be something else. It could be something else that you're unhappy about, and you're just thinking it's your job, or you're projecting it on your job, or whatever. So do the soul searching. That's the point number one. And I'm rushing, but just bear in mind, I'm going to give you all the information, and we can come back and talk about it later. But soul searching is number one, because you need to know your why and why you're trying to do a thing. And ideally what you want to do is come up with a career goal that gives you a deep sense of fulfillment, but also pays you well, so that you can take care of your life and your family and all the different things that you need to do, your responsibilities. So the ideal career will be one that marries the two. The second thing that you want to do is, once you get your own answers from yourself, what you want to do is to let your passions and your interest be your guide. In other words, pursue what makes you happy. And I'm really all about that, especially at this point in my life, at this stage in my career. Money is important because we have to take care of ourselves, but for me, it's all about really, having that fulfillment, because I feel like if you have to spend 8 hours a day, hello, Calvin Cobb, okay, I don't know what that comment is about. But at any rate, you have to have money, you have to take care of yourself and all of that stuff. But for me, I'm at the point in my life and in my career where I want to be fulfilled, because I feel like if you have to get up and you have to go to work for 8 hours or more every day, and you do it 5 days a week and sometimes even more, then I want to not be resentful that I'm having to be at that place. I want to feel like I'm doing something that matters, that makes a difference, that helps other people. I want to be able to see the direct results of the work that I do. So for me, that's like super ultra important. Now, if I were in a different stage in my life or a different situation and I was worried about keeping a roof over my head, I might have a different answer. But for right now, for me, right where I sit, that is like the most important thing right now, is being able to do something that fills me up, that fuels me, where I feel like I can be creative. And I want that same thing for you. I'm not just on here just to talk about myself, because I really could skip all of that. I really want, to share this with you, so that if it's something that's important to you, then you know that it's okay. You can prioritize that. You can, figure out what that career looks like that incorporates that for you. All that to say, to me, money is not the only thing. It's not the only thing. It's an important thing, but it's not the only thing. So, and the other thing is, when you have a career that you're really fired up about, you're probably more likely to stay with it. If you know how it is, you have something that you do and you do it for a while and you become so bored with it and you can't stand it and everything is wrong with it. But if you have something that you're really passionate about, I feel that, it helps you to work through some of those difficulties when they come up, because there's a greater good, there's a greater goal that you're working toward. The next thing is to test drive your career choice before making a big jump. And all this to say is, don't quit your job. Your full-time paying job that pays your bills and feeds your family. Don't quit it to go and try out something totally new. At least not just, just up and leave it. What I would suggest is that you try it out part-time. Go and find yourself a part-time job, a volunteer position where you can stick your toe in the water and see how it feels. See if you like it and get a little experience along the way. But don't disrupt your income or your lifestyle or, your family and all of that kind of stuff, jeopardizing everything while you experiment. You can do it while you have your full-time job. And what you might find is that that's enough. It's enough for you to have that satisfaction that you want because you actually like it. And then you might decide you want more. Either way, it's fine. But, there's a way that you go about it so that you don't just jeopardize everything. And I know some people do that. That's not my recommendation. And the last thing that I'm going to share with you is that, when you find out what that thing is, then apply away. Apply for your dream position. And I also talked about last night the importance of making a commitment. You decide what you want to do and make a commitment, which means you're going to see that thing through no matter what, as Lisa Nichols says. So that's what we want to do here. You decide that this is the thing that you want to do because you've tested it out. You saw that it's a good fit. You have a little bit of experience under your belt, and now it's time to go full force ahead. So commit to finding your ideal position, and be sure to update your resume to add this part-time experience that you've gained and to get your name out there. Just circulate your resume for positions that actually interest you. I don't recommend just blindly sending your resume anywhere and everywhere. You want to be targeted and strategic about the jobs that you are applying for. And as with any job, as much as possible, you want to leave in good graces when you find that new position, because you never know when you're going to need a reference for another job. Sometimes you may decide you want to go back and continue your education. That requires recommendations. So always leave on a good note so that you can, or you may want to return. Who knows? Just make sure you leave. When you leave in good graces. Okay? So that's all I have for you in that regard tonight. I want to invite those of you who are not viewing from the Straight Talk Women, Careers, and Money group to actually check us out. If this kind of information, and we do, the topics are much broader than this. It really depends on what the needs are of the group. But if you're a career woman, a 9-to-5 career woman, and this is something that's of interest to you, and you're looking to expand your professional network and live your life without regrets, go after what it is that you want and be strategic about it, then I invite you to check out our community, Straight Talk, Women, Careers, and Money. And the purpose of this group is to support experienced career women in their quest to better their opportunities in the workplace, their happiness, their fulfillment, their pay, their promotional opportunities, all of that stuff. And so the goal is just really to help women to take their careers to the next level, whatever that next level looks like for them, by providing support, guidance, education, networking, accountability to help them to reach their goals. And you can access the group by typing in bit.ly/straight talk with Vashana, which is my first name. Again, bit.ly/straight talk with Vashana. That's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you have enjoyed the broadcast. If you have, please share so that someone who can benefit from this information can actually have access to it. I will see you. Actually, I won't see you live tomorrow because I will be traveling over the weekend. But I will see you. You'll see a video of me, if nothing else, bringing you some more content that you can use and apply in your career. Oh, Sonia, thank you. And I'm going to come in a group later on when I finish up. I have some people I want to respond to. So have a good night, and thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.